Ladies and gentlemen, there is a Fortnite war. On one hand, we've got the people that want building to stay. And on the other hand, we've got the people that want building to stay gone forever. And what has happened is we have seen a clash. You know it's serious when the face cam's out. So there's currently a massive debate about whether or not Fortnite should keep no building. We're seeing a lot of creators return, a lot of huge names that you would never expect. It has been absolutely amazing to see. I'm not sure if the stats are correct, but we have a lot more people playing this season than a lot of other seasons. Season 6, Chapter 2, Season 6. We're not going to talk about that one. But that brings me to my next point. Do I personally think that building should come back? And the answer is yes, but not in the way you would expect. Ever since Fortnite removed building, I have been having a lot of fun playing the game. Just playing the game normally, I've been having a lot of fun. However, when it's come to the content side of things, it's been kind of difficult to say the least. With building removed, it sort of strips away from Fortnite what Fortnite originally was and sort of makes it into, well, just not Fortnite. And I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing, but when you take away building, Fortnite just becomes another Battle Royale. And I believe that's why Epic made the decision to only keep this as a temporary thing, because it's fun right now. If they permanently remove building, Fortnite just becomes Apex Legends, Warzone, but worse. And let me tell you why. Fortnite without building, right now, the map is not designed for no building at all. The fact that you can still destroy absolutely everything on the map super easily means that if you get caught out in the open, there is nothing you can do. In one of the games that I actually sweated as hard as I could, I got over 30 eliminations. And that was because I was just eliminating players that couldn't get behind cover because you can destroy it. So there is currently a big problem with that I don't think Epic really took into consideration. But I'm not saying that it's not fun, because it was getting 30 eliminations is always going to be a fun time. Let me keep that real. And how intense the games are, it's just, we haven't seen this amount of intensity in games since probably Chapter 1. And that's why a lot of these big creators are returning. But there are some fundamental problems that need to be changed. Like, first of all, if we are going to keep no building as a permanent mode, we need to get rid of tanks, first of all. Or we need to make them super easy to destroy and make it so they cannot destroy buildings as easily. Same with vehicles. We can't be having structures removed from the game, because it just makes it so you can't hide behind anything and get behind cover, because there's no cover left. The tactical sprint is absolutely beautiful. The slide I really like. Even with building, I think the tactical sprint and the sliding is an awesome mechanic. I think it works perfectly. So I think it's one of the best additions that they've had in Fortnite. We still need to have ways of climbing up mountains, because if you get caught on low ground, you're basically dead. I am saying that from experience, because as soon as I get on high ground, I'm going to aimbot the entire lobby and basically destroy everyone. And if there is a good player on high ground, you are not living. I'm just going to say that right now. And your fun is you're just going to have less and less fun the more you die to these players that are sitting on blimps, sitting on top of mountains. Yet there is almost nothing you can do aside from out-aim them, which is very hard to do. So do I think that Fortnite should add a permanent building mode? I'm not 100% sure. I think it's definitely a super fun game mode, and it is very popular, but I don't think that for public games, for pubs, that they should remove building entirely permanently. I don't think they should do it. But at the same time, if it's put in as an LTM, it's obviously not going to be as popular, which is the trade-off for not adding it as a permanent game mode. I really like that they have done this. I thought it was a nice change of pace. It definitely threw off a lot of players. However, I think on the other side of the spectrum, these players that have put in thousands and thousands of hours mastering build mechanics just for it to get completely removed, that's obviously going to cause a little bit of mayhem. And that's where I think this war has come from. We've got people like Laserbeam, who absolutely hates no building. We've got Tifu, that absolutely loves it. So we have got two sides that are clashing, and I see why both sides are right. If I was absolutely crazy at building it, and I've mastered building, I would not want that to leave. But on the other side, because I have really good aim, and I've played other Battle Royales with no building competitively and popped off, I can see why people would want this no building to stay, because it is fun if you are good at it. That brings me to my next point. The weapons this season are a bit scuffed. They're a bit scuffed. Shotguns are basically useless. I'm just gonna say it. Shotguns are basically useless unless, of course, you're using the drum shotgun. You're only using the drum shotgun if it's the only thing you could find. And I'm just gonna say that right now. The new burst assault rifle with the red dot sight, the striker burst, I'm not that big of a fan of it. It is super broken. I do agree that it's quite a broken gun if you've got good aim. But the problem with it is it is very unsatisfying to use. It is very unsatisfying. Going from the MK or normal ARs to the striker and the thermal, it's not that good of a change in my opinion. The thermal AR, although it is good, once again, it's boring. It's a boring gun. It's a very boring gun. And that is obviously just my opinion. The mythics are all just in one spot. I'm not sure what the decision was there for them to put every single mythic basically in this tiny little area, because it just means that no one is landing on the other parts of the map. We've had issues with players complaining about the SMGs, and obviously these are very small things to complain about. If there is a big argument, we need to take into consideration absolutely everything. Players have been complaining about SMGs being too overpowered, which I completely agree with. I think the Stinger SMG last season was absolutely broken. So Epic went ahead and added a combat SMG, which is better than the Stinger. I'm not sure how they've done that. I'm not sure what the decision was there. But I think currently the weapons in Fortnite they're a little bit scuffed. And now for the worst thing of all. And Epic, I don't know what you were thinking. I don't know what you were thinking with this decision. I hope that it is not real, but I've tested it and it seems to be legit. But hunting rifles, heavy snipers, bolt action sniper, all of these snipers, which are apparently coming back to Fortnite, now do 198 damage. And that is legendary rarity. Green blue hunting rifle doesn't do over 170 damage anymore. The reason why I think this is a terrible change, I always thought that it would be a good idea to make hunting rifles do 198 damage, because we have the hunting rifle. We can't just no-scope one-shot someone across the map that has 200 health. But the problem with this new change, Epic_Games, people now have 250 health with the new overshield mechanic in pubs. Now in competitive, I sort of understand that it makes sense to have these guns do 198 damage, because in competitive, I don't think the overshield mechanic it's in competitive. But in pubs, people have 250 health, so you can't even get anywhere close to one-shotting someone. So basically, there's absolutely no reason to pick up a hunting rifle and a heavy sniper. A heavy sniper that used to do over 300 damage. I can see the hunting rifle doing 198, but the heavy sniper doing less than 200 damage? If you get hit in the head with a heavy sniper, that should be blowing you to smithereens. I'm just not entirely sure what Epic Games was thinking about that. We have SMGs that can 250 to 0 someone faster than you can snipe someone in the head. Think about that for a second. If I snipe someone in the head with a heavy sniper now, I will die faster to someone just SMGing me, maybe even ARing me. It basically now takes 2 snipes to kill someone with a sniper, and that's if you hit a headshot. So I'm really hoping that that's not a real change, but if it is, Epic Games, you can't be doing that. We've put up with a lot of things, but what we will not put up with is snipers being reduced to absolute trash. At that point, take them all out of the game. I don't even want to see them. If they're going to be that useless, I don't even want to see them on the ground. I don't want to open up a god chest or a normal chest off spawn and then get a sniper that can't even one-shot someone. I think that's fair to say. And same with the mythics. I think that the mythics should be more mythic, you know? They're just very trash. I'm not going to lie. You have to survive off spawn, eliminate a boss. That's really difficult just to be rewarded with a trash gun. I don't think that guns like that should be mythic. If we're comparing them to the mythic Tommy gun, the grappler, I want to see more items like that. The shockwave launcher. I want to see things that aren't just reused guns, especially for a new season. It's a very tiny thing to get mad about, but I think a lot of people will agree with me that when the original mythics came out, everyone was landing there. Everyone wanted that overpowered mythic. It was hard to get. You had to eliminate basically the entire lobby to get it. And once you got it, it felt great. But now, sometimes, especially the mythic Stinger, I'm not even going to pick it up. I'm going to leave it on the ground and pick up a green combat SMG. I'm going to pick up a green combat SMG over a mythic SMG from Gunner. But overall, I think that this season so far it's been pretty good. We need to talk about these issues because people are fighting. The fact that building is potentially coming back is making people want to quit the game. And the fact that Fortnite currently has no building is making players quit the game. So I'm not entirely sure what Epic's plan is, but we need to do something fast. Otherwise, people are going to keep arguing, and the game is going to be split even more than it already is, because right now we have casual players and the competitive players, and they're both clashing. Obviously, I'm just speaking generally. I'm not saying that every competitive player doesn't enjoy no building and vice versa. All I'm saying is that we need to stop dividing the players. Otherwise, people are going to keep arguing and it's going to negatively affect the game. And on top of that, we also really need to fix how no building works. Because right now, it is very, very scuffed. It's extremely fun, in my opinion, but it's very scuffed. And I don't want to see Fortnite becoming a worse version of Apex Legends or a worse version of Warzone. I want to see Fortnite be Fortnite. I want Epic to do their own thing. I want them to experiment. I want Epic Games to be risky. And above all, I really want Epic Games to listen to the community. There is a lot of feedback that I think Epic Games really needs to listen to that is actually good. There's a lot of trash that people are saying that makes no sense whatsoever, but there is also a lot of good that I think Epic Games definitely needs to take a look at. A lot of good ideas. I saw an idea that someone suggested that you get a certain amount of builds and they recharge. So that way you're still getting building, but not as much, which I thought was an okay idea. I thought it could work. It would mean the good players will still be able to use their builds effectively. They'd still be able to edit, but it would mean that building isn't just the 100% focus of every single game. So it's very, very simple. We know exactly what Fortnite needs to do to make the current state of Fortnite better. I'm not saying it's bad right now, but I'm saying there shouldn't be as many people arguing as there are right now. And then there are obviously things that'll take time to change. But I think if they are, then we are going to see the craziest chapter of Fortnite we have ever seen. It's going to destroy every other game. The people that are enjoying no building are the same people that have been coming from different Battle Royales, and they are having an absolute blast. They don't even play Fortnite, and they are playing no building. But if we're over here arguing and just basically being annoying, then those players aren't going to come back. We want them to come back. We want to see Fortnite thriving. We want to see Fortnite popping off like it was in Chapter 1. We want that same feel with new players coming in. The sweat's not being as sweaty, because as fun as it is getting a 30 bomb and getting 40 kills a game, the game needs to be balanced so everyone has fun, not just the good players like myself. Sorry, I meant to say the best player like myself right here. Best player. So Fortnite, if you're listening to this, I absolutely love the new season. I think it's amazing. I love no building. I love no building and I love building. I see both sides of the argument. No more telling people they suck just because they don't enjoy building. No more telling people that they're sweats because they do enjoy building. Who knows? I'm probably wrong. Anyways, goodbye. Smash like, smash video.